The boy pulled his hand back from the spinning fan. Remarkably, his hand was completely unharmed. But the blades of the fan had bent out of shape. Not only was he unharmed, but his strength was also astonishing. He could casually throw a lawnmower hundreds of miles away with a single toss. Anyone who shook his hand and showed even the slightest unwillingness would soon regret it. He would make sure they knew how to spell regret properly. Bonnie originally had a happy family. Although he was adopted, it didn't affect their bond at all. However, that night, a faint red glow began to appear in the barn, and while Bonnie was sound asleep, he suddenly began dancing on his bed. When he stopped and opened his eyes, strange red light began to emanate from his eyes. He opened the window and climbed out. His mother heard a loud noise and went to check, but she saw Bonnie frantically tugging at the barn's iron chain. No matter how much his mother called, he couldn't hear her. The mother slowly approached and tapped him on the shoulder. Only then did Bonnie suddenly wake up, but he didn't understand what had just happened. His mother naively thought he was just sleepwalking, but things were far more complicated than that. The next day, Bonnie ate breakfast with a blank expression. His father noticed something unusual and came over to check. The fork Bonnie had in his mouth was actually bent. His father was stunned. That night, as his mother was about to rest, she saw the barn glowing red once again. She hurried to the barn to check, but she found her son floating in the air. His lips were moving as though chanting something. Just as the mother ran toward him, the red light suddenly disappeared. Bonnie fell to the ground. Bonnie, who had never been hurt before, cut his palm. He looked at the machine in front of him, feeling a strange sense of familiarity. He asked his mother where he truly came from. His mother knew she couldn't hide the truth anymore, so she revealed it. Upon learning the truth, Bonnie became extremely agitated. The demon inside him was fully awakened.